Well, hello there. Yeah, I'm kind of going to go over the 17th Amendment and some of the, a little bit of history of our Constitution. A lot of you know that the Constitution, when it first, they started back in 1775, 74. They had the Articles of the Confederation. That was our Constitution, basically. And it was pretty much set up to where Congress ran the government. They figured out they needed a little bit more restraints. That was a little bit too far to the right, not quite enough. They come up with our Constitution. They ratified it back in 1788, and pretty much what it is now. And then they came out with the 10 amendments, the first 10 amendments of it. They called it the Bill of Rights. I think everybody's pretty familiar with the Bill of Rights. But one of the amendments that concerns me is the 17th. The 17th Amendment changed the way we do government. In the original Constitution, you had three parts of the government. The one part was Congress. Congress was split in two parts. You had the House of Representatives and you had the Senate. The House of Representatives was voted on by the people of their district. That's why you have so many of them. The Senate was voted on by the state legislature. We put people up in the state capitol. Those people voted on who the two senators was to represent the state to go to Washington. Well, what this does, the way we have it set up now, basically we have two houses of representatives. We have nobody really watching out for the state as a whole. And everybody's like, well, it don't matter. We vote the people in and go to the state capitol. Maybe, it don't matter. Well, it does, because the Obama Medicare thing, medical plan or health plan, or Obamacare, whatever you want to call it, they're going to take $500 billion over a few years, cut it out of the federal, put it over to pay for it. Right? Well, who's going to make that up? The states are. So really the federal government is mandating the states spend more money. Let's make this simpler, a little easier to understand. The federal government has two houses of representatives and don't have no Senate. The people are voting these people in place, so they want to give the people back something to keep them happy so they get voted back in. Okay, the federal government says we're going to give everybody $1,000 a year, and the states are going to pay for half of it, and the federal government will pay for half of it. Well, right now the senators, they're going to go along with the House of Representatives. That's the way to get voted back in. If it had to go through the state would say, hey, wait a minute, we can't afford that. And the senators, if they was working for the state and not the people, they say, okay, we can't afford that, we're not going to vote for it. And that's kind of how it breaks down, how it works. I think we need to repeal the 17th Amendment, get it back to having representatives of our state, representatives up in Washington, D.C. Because right now, the way it's working, everybody just one big House of Representatives. And it don't work very well. The ideals is the people get to vote on everything and the states don't. That's not the way it works. If you had a federal government and took it away, you would still have the states. If you had a bunch of states and you took them away, you would have no federal government. Because the federal government is supposed to be working for the state and the people, not the other way around. So, might want to have something to look at, think about. Peace out.